Well, hello, hello. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hey, for a change, we are back in the land of Azorial. We're back in Final Fantasy XIV. I haven't played this in over a month. Actually, I did log on, I think last week, just to be like, oh, hey, what's up? And nothing has changed except for the fact that apparently I'm not in a free company anymore. So, which I'm like, eh. I never talked to anybody in there. It was just like for show and tell, I guess. So I do see I got a couple messages here. So I will be. Oh, you know what would help if I plug in my controller? Because I'm like getting ready to pick it up, and it's like, oh hey, you forgot to plug me in. I mean, I could play with the keyboard, but for Final Fantasy 14, it's in my opinion, it's way easier with the controller because it's more fast paced. With Final Fantasy 11, yeah, you can play with the keyboard. It's not as fast. Just give me 1 second. Oh, there it is. She's alive, ladies and gentlemen. She's alive. I like this controller. It's cheap, but it's fucking awesome. I got a sister with it too as well. Just in case if this one decides it wants to fall by the wayside. So, like I said, I haven't played in over a month, so I'm gonna be rusty. I am going to do is real quick. My Moogle says I got something. Oh, look at that. Let's see. Okay, cool. No, I'm not gonna take it. And okay, cool. Not gonna take that. I'll grab it at a later time. So let's. Now I gotta remember how the controls work. But anyways, hey, let's get in on with this. And fuck it. We're just gonna go right to the MSQs. So I hope everybody's enjoying their. Oh, that didn't look right. Oh, you know why? Because I'm trying to do something that it's not meant to do. This is what I was supposed to do. Do it like this. Yeah. Oh wow, that's like really fucking fast. Oh my god. Sometimes it is nice to have a fucking controller. I'm sorry, a mouse. Oh my god. So, like I said, I hope everybody enjoying their day. For me, work was fucking. I mean, overall work was fine. However, um, it was fucking piss poor raining on me all day, and even though I'm in the truck and all that, I still have to get out. And I'm just like, and every time I'm looking, I'm like, man, I don't want to go. Man, I don't want to go. Well, it's just like, well, somebody's got to do it, and I gotta get paid, so it is what it is, my friends. So, anyways, like I said, good to be back. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, no, just a regular mob. Because coming from, and this is the ones that I have to say, going from Final Fantasy 11 to 14, or vice versa, so many differences and all that. It's like one, they Final Fantasy 14 makes it so damn easy in how to actually play this game versus. Oh, that's right. That's what I had to do. Oh, it's under tuned. Fuck me, anyhow. Okay, well, in we go. Versus like Final Fantasy 11, it's just like break out the books, break out your internet. Whatever you got to do, you got to go look it up. And so, in some ways, that's not actually a bad thing because then you read it. Versus Final Fantasy 14, I never had to pull up a game guide, never, to my knowledge. I don't think I've ever had to pull up a game guide because literally it's just like, hey, it basically walks you through the whole part. It tells you where you gotta go, except for I think a couple instances where it doesn't tell you, and it specifically will say it will not tell you anything, just go. Which I'm like, oh, that's cool. A little throwback to Final Fantasy XI. You know, so let me see. Did I ever attune with this? Yes, I did. I wonder if the main port. Oh, but anyways, for before I forget, the new expansion will be coming out. They're already taking pre-orders for the new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, which I believe is due out in June. I think is the time. I don't think I'm gonna get it right off the bat. Well, I just gotta see where finances are because there's other things I'm trying to do, which I'm hoping to do, and I'm gonna see if I can actually attune to that. You know, I still want to pick up some other games. But I want to get some games besides the Final Fantasy. I don't want this personally to be an entirely Final Fantasy channel, though. Probably about 90 to 95% of the content will be based around Final Fantasy. Oh my god, fuck you. It's disabled. Alright. Let's do this. I'm just figuring out. I guess I'm going up. Am I going upstairs? Maybe, yes, I guess. So, I still want to try to get some other games. Like, I don't do FPS games anymore because, well, they fuck up my eyes. I get the motion sickness. I do have Halo. I did pick up the entire Halo series. Most of that I've yet to download because it's the master version or however you want to call it. You know, but I played it for like an hour, and by the end of the stream, you know, by the end of that hour, I was just like, okay, I can't play anymore. I'm about ready to throw up. You know, so I mean, it is what it is. And like I said, I am late tonight. I didn't get home till almost like after 7 my time. I think it was like 7:15, somewhere around that time frame. You know, then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for. I was hungry, so I was just like, you know, I threw in a big CD, and then my kid's sister was just like on her way home with her husband, and she was just like, "Hey, we're going for Popeyes. What do you want?" And I was just like, "Well, I was cooking up the big CD that our mother, you know, had prepared for us, you know." But I was just like, "Okay, Popeyes it is." And then I told her what I wanted, and she gets here, and she's just like, she starts yelling because she's like, you know, she thinks our mom was just like threw the big CD in and didn't bother telling anybody. No, that's. Well, I was like, no, I threw it in. She's like, why didn't you fucking tell me? I was just like, well, yeah, I started to say, but the way her husband put it, it sounded like, yeah, you know, you're just gonna have Popeyes no matter what. I was just like, well, fuck it then. Now I finished cooking the big CD. I love big CD, but we're gonna save that for tomorrow. You know, I think my kid sister says she's going to take some of it to work. So now I don't have my headphones on. So I'm going to put my headphones on to see if there's any actual talking going on. This looks like it's something to be talking. So weird when I have the headphones.
Someone's coming.
Oh, all right, they're talking, so I'm going to mute for this scene.
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Many thanks.
A and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the satrap's ally I am known. Today I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashon! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Fafnir, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzat-Han to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity hath stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Radzat-Han will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it, over you, and lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Izel's face.
Indeed.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the satrap at once.
Father,
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzat-Han, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavner. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palika's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That...
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. an energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower? If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet, and we will meet again.
Alright, yeah, that was a long cutscene. But just a little quick thing I just happened to see. So, a tweet from IGN, it says as follows: despite rumors that the longtime Final Fantasy composer hold on a sec, I got was headed towards retirement, Nobuo Uematsu confirmed he'd be honored to return with a main theme for the final game in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy, and that is good news. So, it's good to see that staying where it is, at least for now. But, you know, eventually all things must come to an end. All things has to change. That is how life works. Okay, but until it does, let's enjoy it, you know. So anyways, like I said, I was, started this a little bit later. Like I said, I've been getting longer hours at work. Look, I ain't complaining. I can surely use all the money I can possibly get, especially with the way how the economy is right now. Because I have a whole bunch of my company's clients are just like they're feeling the pain right now, and they're just trying to figure out how to just hopefully survive for the next year, and hopefully things turn around with the economy. I know the one company I talk to is one of the guys that I do every day, and what is it? Oh my god, my sister's friend I got the door closed and she's way on the other side. I can hear her in my goddamn headphones. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but holy shit, can I hear it when I have these headphones on? Like, fuck, I think maybe I invest in a directional microphone. Jesus Christ. You know? It's fucking loud as hell. Kind of annoying. So, anyways, let's see. No, I'm just gonna walk over there. So, oh, yeah, so, got home late. So, like I said, with, was talking to, one of the clients, because, just to be talking, because, like, one of the last ones I had to do, and, actually, it was the last one I had to do today, and he was just, like, Oh, jeez, I went the wrong way. Because that'll take me across up on the bridge. I gotta go downstairs. But yeah, you know, he was just like last year, you know, his company lost money, and then and this is not like really a big company, or I think it's a big company, but I think each site is owned by different people. Anyways, it within his domain. Last year they lost money, and he's just hoping this year they break even. You know, he said, and said he's talked to several other small businesses, and they're all hurting. And I know previous place I worked for was a small business, small trucking company. Now I was contracted out to them. Oh, excuse me. You know, but now, but they were hurting so bad to where they couldn't retain my services. So they had to, you know, call the parent company that I technically work for, you know. So my parent company, they pay, how they do the contract is beyond me. I don't really care. That's between them and the company that they contract me out to. Um, but my parent company, they, you know, for the where company I'm contract to, I work the hours, I log them. Okay, that one I had it tuned. And you know, so if I do 40 hours, then my parent company, they, you know, they pay me 40 hours worth, or however much it may be. You know, anyways, the small place I was at, yeah, they were just like, because usually starting generally right before the holidays, especially like Christmas, New Year's, shit like that. Especially like Black Friday. Oh, Thanksgiving too. So right around in that area, and then there was, and it's like usually probably like the first week or two of summer, like around July. You know, it's peak season, but generally it's the one that's kicks off like right before Thanksgiving to right after oh my god, right after New Year's. That is peak season. That's when like everybody's busy. It's like, you know, and we need all hands on deck, etc., etc. I know with the small company, they were like, you know, they sat there like, hey, in next week or two, you know, what was it when I talked to them? They said the following week they're like, hey, we're gonna get really busy. I was like, sweet, you know. What's this? You need a tank. Okay, you need a tank. These must be individual jobs. Healer. Okay, yeah. So that's what it is. And also the following week, when I'm expecting hours to go up a little bit, you know, just maybe a couple extra hours, but you're expecting a lot more work. Dude, my hours like fell off like a cliff, and I was just like, okay, I mean, I was expecting, you know, peak season, you know, because in the trucking company business, you know, peak season, you know, so I was coming, and then nothing happened. And week after week, I'm just like, I was just like, this is weird. It's not supposed to be like this. Even during the pandemic, it was still busy. And one of the other guys was just like, yeah, this is he's like, for that particular company, he's like, this is the first time in like years. Like, he's been there for like, I think he said like 7 or 8 years. He's like, I've never seen it this bad. You know, don't you know, sometimes, you know, you might get where you expect it to go like, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're like, oh, okay, it's supposed to be like around like, you know, a 10 because that's like max. And then, you know, you might get one that's like a 7. Now actually, you know, I take that back. So on a scale of like, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being worse, 5 being you're just in the middle, you just stay in normal, business as usual, and then 10 being, we're hitting peak, you figure it would be like, you're hitting like that 9-10 spot, but you figure on the low, maybe you might hit 6 or 7, but still, you see it just elevate just a little bit. This was like a fucking 2. I mean, unreal. I've never seen in like the 6 years I've been driving truck, never seen it like that. But then again, I've always driven for big companies. This is the first time where I've driven local, and I was with a small company. But even then, it shouldn't have been that. It shouldn't have fallen off a cliff. Maybe, if anything, it might have stayed the same. Maybe just went up just a teeny tiny bit. But I mean, even if you would say, yeah, we're kind of slowing down. Maybe just a slight slowdown, but not like, nothing like what I saw, where it's just like, holy crap, this is not good. And it just went like that, went, and I'm like, oh, this is not really good, and I was just like, and like I said, my hours went down. Like I started off working at 42 hours. So I'm like, I'm not complaining, and then if you just take a graph, you can see then I was down to like 38, stayed there for a little bit, then like 35, stayed there for a little bit, 30, and every time just like, if it just stays right here and doesn't get any lower, I'll live with it. To where it got down to like 20, and then once they hit 20, all of a sudden it went down to 7, 8 hours a week, which means I was only doing one shift, and I did one shift one week, one shift the next week, and then I got nothing, and then the following week nothing, and by then I've already like called up like my parent company to be like, hey, because I'm not gonna say who my parent company is, and I'm not gonna say who I work for now. So you've seen them on the road. I assure you, you've seen them on the road. However, because at first, because the first guy I talked to, and I kind of remember, I think he was the first guy. He was the original one who I talked to, and he was, running all the Jersey accounts. But
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
It will only get...
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its
stand by.
As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Okay, I'm fine with this. We did a pretty long. Like I said, I'm only going to stream for probably about another half hour, because it's late and I'm really tired and I gotta get up early. And I get to a point where I just want to watch some TV, kind of relax, unwind. So yeah, it's gonna be short, but that's why I wanted to do Final Fantasy XIV, because I can get a lot done. Even though Final Fantasy XI, it's so much better and quicker. Still not as quick as Final Fantasy XIV. I can literally go on here an hour and get so much done. But anyway, so when I called him up originally, I talked to the first guy, and he's pretty much says, "Hey, we can't do anything. New Jersey passed a state law, basically affected workers in such a way that screwed up their model, and passed in the dead of night, and it fucked them over. And they're like, we can't do nothing for you." So they're like, "Hey, if you end up having to go somewhere else, just let us know." I was just like, holy fuck, because I wanted this to be like the last job before, I move on to New Hampshire, because I didn't want to switch jobs. It does not look good when you're switching jobs constantly. So, I started putting out job applications, but then the following week, when it hit when it hit the end of so when it went 1 day a week, 1 day a week, and at that point I had called. So then it got to the end of the next week. No. I don't know. No. The end of the first and that third week where first week where I started getting no hours. During that week, that's where I made the phone call. And then at the beginning of the following Monday, I get a phone call back from Transforce, and the guy who actually runs the accounts had actually called me, and because he was out the Friday that I called, the previous Friday, and fucking, he called me and he said, "Hey, I heard what happened. I'm actually looking over your all the records and all that, and I'm seeing like holy." And his exact words like, "Holy shit! Like you lost everything." And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna give me a day, and I'm gonna try to figure something out for you." I was like, "Okay." So he calls me back the following day, and he said, "Okay, either the company I was doing working for, the small company, either they called my parent company or the parent company called me, but either way, they talked to each other, and they explained what happened, and from what he told me, he's like, hey, look, we talked to them, they lost a lot of business, they can't afford to keep you on anymore. I mean, you be on the payroll, but you're just employed in name only." So, and they said it wasn't because of performance. They were happy with what I was doing. They just said they lost too much business to keep you. And I said, okay, all right, it's nothing personal. So I didn't take it personal because you know what? At the end of the day, business is business. Some people might have, don't get me wrong. I mean, I want to work, and I say, hey, can you give me hours? But you should see, like, because my boss, she would text me what I'm doing the next day, and trust me, you would. I mean, at one point, she's texting, and she's started going like, no work the next day, no work the next day, no work the next day, and I'm replying. But after like the third day, or maybe it was the fourth day, I stopped replying, and all you got was no work, no work, no work, no work, and you could just right down the road. So I mean, was I happy? Absolutely not. I wanted to, like, I don't know. Just was not happy. I should do these one day. Oh, gotta go over there. Okay. But I'm not mad because, I believe in an employee at will. But I'm just like, well, you can go ahead and fire me. I'm not quitting. However, unless I find a job that... Oh, am I down here? No. I gotta be like... Oh, motherfucker. What the hell? Do I gotta go down there? I guess so. Oh, fuck you. Go back over here. Does this guy go to the teleport one? That's the one that's downstairs. Let's see if that's you know what? This is evil. No. I gotta go this way. I'm like all fucking confused. This is what I get for not playing this game like over a month. I fucking forgot where to go. But anyway, so I just like, I'm not gonna quit unless I have a job, because I don't know. Because for all I know is like, yeah, we went through a fucking rough patch, but here you go, here's some hours, and I'd be like, okay, we're cool. Wow, I guess a lot of people are really trying to catch up. So, but and so anyway, so he calls me back. He's like, hey, look, got an opening. It's not. They're not even. They haven't even put it out on the net yet for anybody to see. Oh, I can't skip this scene. Okay, cool. And they're like, hey, we're gonna offer to you first. Now, I still have to do. You know, like I said, I work for the company, and we're like, hey, we're all cool. You know, but I still have to do like some sort of extra background check for this position because they're gonna contract me out to another company. Now this particular company, it's big. Okay, it's you've seen them all around. I guarantee you've seen them, especially if you're in the metro areas. You've seen these guys around. They're all over the country. So, and it's not the main branch, but it's a subsidiary wing. It's like a subsection of them, but they're still the parent company, whichever of this subsection. It's really kind of weird how it goes. But anyway, so, but you know, so I a couple days go by. I was like, hey, you know what? I'll start on Monday, providing there's no issue. So you got until then to let me know. They're like, okay, cool. So within like 2, maybe 3 days, I think by like Thursday or Friday, I think it was Friday, they're like, hey, you're good to go. And the point and the reason why, you know, I like this job obviously 10 times better than I did my other. Not complaining about the other place. They were really nice, you know, but they had very few drivers. Now this place, now that I've been contracted out to, it's only 5 minutes away. And I think I've already talked about this, you know, but this is like a big warehouse, like nice warehouse. Like I pass this warehouse all the time coming from work. Okay, and actually now that I've come on here, they're actually in the middle of expanding this warehouse because they own like half of it, but then the parent company bought out the other half, and so it's being renovated. And the guy my boss, real nice guy, you know, because as I was being brought on, he's like, when that side goes open, they're hiring like at least a dozen new drivers. I'm not sure they're going to be other semi-truck drivers or they're going to be box trucks, because we have a combination of different, you know, we have the smaller box trucks. This is where they can get into areas of like, because they specifically are using the box trucks for like the city, for New York City, versus like the bigger open areas. They're having the semis go in there, because, you know, but I think we're opening up new routes to the airport, so I might be going to some of there. They keep telling me they need to do a Twix, it's a TWIC card. Basically, it's just it's an additional background check that the airport does. I was like, well, I'm known by everybody, so I don't see any issues with it, you know. But who's supposed to be calling me has yet to call me. So, and I've been like, it's like, well, it's gonna be from this area code, because I told him, it's like, I don't pick up I don't answer phone calls to numbers that I don't recognize, because I got so many of those fucking robocalls, you know, where you think it's somebody important, then it's just like, hey, how do you do? Would you like to support? I'll be like, fuck you, motherfucker. No, thank you. Okay? And I've done that for the fire department. I've done it for the police department. Because trust me, I did it once for the police department where I was like, okay, I'll do it. You know, I said, I'll do like $5 or whatever. I forget how much it was. Now I get on there, it's like, okay, cool. Hey, would you like to do this, and that too at the same time? Like, there's like, motherfuckers, you're not going to fleece me out of all my goddamn money. Are you fucking out of your mind? You know? It's like, here's a few dollars. And because they decided to do that, I mean, I still gave whatever donation it was, $5 or $10 or whatever. Every time now that they call, I say no. No, because I said I was only going to do this amount. And they're like, cool. And yet, you try talking me into giving more money. I was just like, never again. And now, do not dare try to guilt trip me. I was like, motherfuckers, you gotta be shitting me. So, with that, you know, so I still yet to get the phone call. then actually I keep meaning to mention to my boss, like, oh, I haven't heard nothing back yet. And he'll probably tell me, he's like, yeah, they actually haven't gotten around to it yet. I was just like, okay, well, whenever they want to talk to me, you fucking email me or something, or come down here and talk to me in person. Yeah, you know, because I've answered a few phone calls from the area code that they said to listen for, and every time it's been a fucking robocaller, and I'm just like, click no. Okay, I'm not going to it again. Also, I'm supposed to be getting. I'm also getting this case to make sure I get the number for my fuel card, because I'm tired of using another guy's number, because like I'm using like another guy has a number. On Fridays I'm using it. On Wednesdays on Monday another guy is using it, and the guy who actually it's number, he's using it on like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. So it's just really fucking annoying. I don't want, you know, I gotta get on his case about that, and I told him I was. So, oh my god. But what was I gonna say? What was I thinking of? Something. But blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Oh, gotta go over here to the Christian. So, yeah. Other than like, so like I said, when I when I worked today, it's just like, holy shit! I got like, it was raining good. I actually thought I wasn't even sure if I was even gonna stream tonight, because I was expecting to come back to my place and go down to my basement where I've remodeled the room down here so I can sleep in it. It's actually probably one of the biggest rooms in this house, you know. Oh fuck. And I come down and I'm like, no water at all. I mean, it was raining pretty good, so I was like we've had ones that were not as heavy as this one, and a lot of water got in, so I was like, okay. I mean, I had all the fans blasting ahead of time, so they must have done the job or something. What though? I didn't see any evidence of even water coming down in there in any way, so I was like, okay. Like I said, makes it easier for me. So, but yeah, so I didn't think I was actually gonna be streaming tonight, but I did. Oh, I wanted to wait till I ate, you know, and then it's like my stomach's. I ate way too many. I shouldn't have said 9 chicken tenders from Popeyes. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Well, I was really fucking hungry. That's what it was.
Biometric authentication
Of course, talking, talk. It's one thing I like about Final Fantasy XI. Didn't talk. You could just read it.
Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me?
Because I want to talk to you, bitch. That's why.
I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
You are a computer program now. No, I've been meaning.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star.
I have to go back and check one of my previous streams. I keep telling myself, and I keep fucking forgetting, is to check for sound quality to make sure, like, no excess noise going on. Make sure everybody can hear me, you know, clearly, and not like, you know, shit like that. So I gotta remember. Hopefully I do it tonight. Don't have luck. I probably won't do it till tomorrow. Cause I'm lazy. I'm 40 and I'm still lazy. I'm like a giant man child. I'm just like, I'll get to it eventually. Yada 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 yada. It's the same way when I look at my fucking treadmill. Actually, I actually brought my sneakers in so I can run on my treadmill. Because I need to lose my belly, but it doesn't help when I go and eat fucking 9 chicken tenders. Oh, fuck myself.
Again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation.
You know, it's kind of amazing. We've been going on for 50 minutes, and I've done nothing but view cutscenes. And I've rambled on.
As I have, I will share.
Stretch those legs. Stretch my legs.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? The end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own.
Fuck. Penguin on a fucking roll. Last few games, they've been tearing it up.
Decay first took root where the currents were weakest.
Fuck them for being my rangers.
Yes. A conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel.
I wonder how my digital account's doing.
Not the hymn of here
Not
and
bad.
now,
Almost
but as I
6200
knew it
in this thing.
long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Oh. Hermes, in the old Greek mythology, if I remember correctly, wasn't he the one who... He was the messenger of the gods, and... Was it him who got too close to the sun, had his wings... I know that I might be confusing somebody. There is a minor god who got too close to the sun, you know, because the wings he had on, he glued them on with wax or something like that. And hold on, Hermes. Oh, Hermes. God, there it is. Oh, one sec. Now I gotta look up. Alright, Hermes, an Olympian deity in ancient Greek religion, is also considered the herald of gods. He's also considered a protector of human heralds, travelers, thieves, merchants, and orators. He's able to move quickly and freely between the worlds and the world divine, aided by his winged sandals. Maybe this him. Of course, then they have a statue of him with a micro penis. I think my pinky's bigger than it. myth. Hermes functions as emissary. Holy fuck, I can hear those horns. Messenger of the gods, and is often presented as a son. Here he's regarded as divine trickster, about which the Homeric hymn to Hermes offers the most well account. Hermes' attributes and symbols included the Hermia, the rooster, the Taurus, national house, the winged sandals, and winged helmet. However, his main symbol is a caduceus, a winged staff intertwined with two snakes complaining of carvings of the other guy. Oh, you know who? Okay, I know what the symbol is. The staff with the snakes and the wings. I think that's the medical insignia. Okay, now I gotta go look that up. Pictures of the medical of yeah. So yeah, the symbol that most associated with the medics is a staff that's intertwined with two snakes, and at the top of the staff is a pair of wings. Because I thought that sounded so familiar. I was just like,
the crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction.
I remember that was the symbol that for a lot of combat medics that I served with. Dun, dun, dun.
I saw you there in Elpis. No, I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
Wow, an entire stream based on nothing more than fucking cutscenes.
Now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment.
It's just my mother.
Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned.
Okay, we're good. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, I did do the MSQ. Oh my fucking lord. Oh wow, I didn't think they was gonna go right into it, but okay. I take that back. I have used guides for this, but normally I was just trying to see how many quests I had to do to get up to a certain point. I was just counting. I wasn't actually looking at how to complete the quest. I was just seeing, it's like, okay, I gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get up to whatever point that I was trying to get up to. I think when I was going in between expansions, I was just trying to figure out how many I gotta do. You know, just time myself. Oh my lord, I just realized, holy shit. I just realized I forgot to put it back on live. My bad. I moved my screen over, so I haven't been paying attention to holy shit, that dude's tall. So for anybody who's just, this is kind of, because I was just paying attention to the chat itself. I wasn't even looking at the other screen. Holy shit. But it's okay. You haven't missed anything as far other than cutscenes. So you just been practically just here. So now I feel like I'm obligated to do a little bit more. Let's see. Explore the facility. Sure. Guide like man. Wow. See, I hate when I do that where I forget to turn the thing on. Because normally, like, I'll start the game and then I just have it on starting soon while the music is while I have the music playing. And then, you know, because I don't want no one to think that, hey, we're playing the game. When, no, I'm just waiting for the music to go through. Because, you know, I figured I do little music intro. It just, you know, get the blood pumping. Especially if I can get some other music that is a little bit harder hitting, like the last few songs that I found. But again, I have to, you know, as I stated before, I have to find music that Twitch is okay with, and I can't play any of the copyrighted shit, unfortunately. If I could, trust me, there would be quite a few songs I would go through, but I can't. You know, and it's just, there's no point in risking my channel for no apparent reason. But of course, and then I go through like this to where, you know, it's like, fuck. I'm thinking about changing up my, I'm thinking of changing back to a different graphic. Only because this particular one, it doesn't actually say starting soon. It'll say, well, it says like don't go anywhere, but that could mean a whole bunch of other things. Like the default one that you get.
Elpis.
You know, it said, you know, starting soon. It says starting soon on the screen.
Well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Wonder why they're not showing their faces.
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Looks like a girl.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
So fucking tall. They really are giants.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's.
Okay, so they're playing humorous music now.
Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
So that begs the question. Are they giants or are we midgets?
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
Ugh, yeah, I'm fucking tired.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant. You may open your eye.
Oh, look. We're whole. And we're taller? Oh, yeah. We're taller.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name, and I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here? Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
Yes, I actually agree.
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
True. Ooh. Yeah. This was about
Besides,
the time.
Having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
You know, cause yes, I had thought about stream because Didn't have a Zoom call. Didn't have a Zoom call with my community. Because it's canceled until Thursday.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge. Elpis.
Oh, wow, that's nice. But, oh, this is probably the other place that couldn't get to. Yeah, it is. Oh, the land of... I don't even know. Yeah, I don't think they're giants. I think it's just... I don't know.
Presence.
Oh, wait, what I was gonna say. Oh, excuse me. That, oh, that's Hermes.
Visitors.
Oh, no, it's not Hermes. But it has... That looks like fucking wings. Oh, keeping his face kind of hidden for right now, so it's probably a face that we're familiar with.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Oh, that is a beautiful view. So anyway, so I was looking at potentially streaming last night, but then like I said I figured maybe I go on for like an hour or something. But come about 10:30, I flat out, because I was thinking about this at 10 o'clock, and then all of a sudden it's like I kind of lean back in my seat, and next thing I know is it's like 10:30. I'm like, fuck no, I'm going to bed. Sorry, not sorry. I just exhausted beyond relief. But I was just like, because I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to start, I start doing it today, because I woke up ridiculously early, but I'm trying to get up, because usually I get up like about an hour before I have to go to my shift. So if I start at 10, I get up at 9, either take my shower or whatnot, unless I took a shower the night before, but I get ready, I spend nearly that entire hour getting ready. If I'm all ready, and then sometimes I'll just kind of bullshit around, but I'm thinking about is getting up at like an hour and a half early, or maybe up to 2 hours early rather than an hour. And this is where I get on my treadmill, I do some, do some walking, do some running, do some exercises, and then get ready for work. Kind of like when I was in the military. So, you get up. See, I was in Fort Drum, so we had to be in for work for 6, which I think is the only place, minus Rainwood, right, in Alaska, because it gets so cold there that we do ours like an hour later. We do ours at 6 versus I think just about the rest of the military, at least it was in the Army, they start roughly around 5 o'clock. Again, it's kind of depends. Anyways, at 6 o'clock we come in. 7 o'clock we do our formations. Company formation for accountability, yada yada. And then we go between an hour and a half exercising, depending on if our NCOs are in a pissed off mood. It was a really, really bad exercise, or if they're in a really good mood, hey, we all had a lot of fun, so when I will say it was never fun running. I don't care, I fucking hate it running, because we would run minimally 4 miles, and I'm just like, oh my god. Now I like it when we broke down into squads rather than platoons, but it is what it is. The only time I liked running when I was in Iraq and Afghanistan. Probably because I was bored and had nothing else better to do. So both times is when I got in the best shape. Again, probably because I was bored and had nothing else better to do besides going on mission. Make the time go by quick. But anyway, so I say do your PT, your physical training, then you go eat, you know, then they break, you know, then you go eat, go shower, get ready for the work day. It starts at 10 o'clock, generally at 10, depending on, unless it's something that had to get done sooner. You know, sometimes we had something that was so important that had to get done that sometimes it'd be like, skipping PT, do PT on your own, blah, 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 blah. You know, so that's how I was thinking of doing it. It's just getting up like that extra half hour, maybe hour. I'm actually thinking I'm going to do it, start as a half hour and just work my way up. And at least do some sort of exercising so it gets me going for the day. And then I do exercising at work. So when I get out of the truck, like, if like, because at certain points, you know, I get breaks and all. Because at one point where I gotta go for this place, but I can't go in there till 2:30. But usually I get there between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. So I'll spend up until like 5 minutes before I have to go in. I'll just sit there and I'll walk around, do exercise, you know, or something like that. And so I just figure, because I really do want to lose some weight for my health. You know, my daughters are getting older. They're going to start bringing boys home soon, you know, and I'm like, dude, I'm like a fucking midget for a guy. You know, I'm 5'4". My wife, God bless, the greatest tits in the world and all that, but she is a whopping 5'1". You know, I love my wife's tits, and I love her butt too. So, you know, but we're short. And I know my eldest is, I think she's about 5'1" now. You know, she was about my height when I was her age. So she's probably gonna get a little bit taller. She may be my height. She's maybe a little bit taller than that. You know, but she's probably gonna be bringing home boys, you know, that are gonna be like, you know, taller than me. To where I'll be like, alright, here, listen here, young man. And that boy's gonna be like, old man, you're shorter than me. I was just like, I'll fucking kneecap you. Don't care. I'll bring you down to my height. Dude will probably be so tall, he'll kneel down and probably still be taller than me. I can see that coming. So, you know, they're getting to that age. I gotta get back in shape. Because I really can't. Clock everyone. I remember food. Okay, you know, I really can't. I can't, you know, I can't, you know, say certain things, you know, obviously that are against the law, you know, but I'll just say, you know, they're my babies, you know, I love my babies, but take care of them, and I hope they bring home very nice, you know, very hardworking young men, you know, when they get to that age where, you know, they're thinking about marriage, possibly having kids. My eldest is just like, fuck no, I ain't having kids. I'm like, you know what, I said that when I was your age, and guess what, I got you fucking two. So, even though it was unplanned, it wasn't like I planned it, you know, but now a third one on the way. Oh, fuck my life. You know, but, you know, it is what it is, you know, like I said, you know, I would hope to be, you know, a grandfather. I would hope they have kids, but if they don't, they don't. I ain't gonna push the issue, you know, it is what it is. Anyways, hey, I'm gonna end the stream on this note, because I'm really am fucking tired. I am just out of it. I want to go relax, watch a movie, while I just go and fall asleep, and try to get up a little bit earlier so I can exercise and get ready for work. So, well, let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I think I put on the schedule that I don't stream on Wednesdays. However, if I happen to find time, if I get off work early enough to where it's like, yeah, I think I can squeeze in an hour before I do my book club. Am I right? Oh my god, not book Club, Writers Guild. Oh god, there's so many I can't keep track of it anymore. You know, but more than likely I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. But who knows? Okay, and I do apologize that the first hour I left it on the starting soon scene, and if you're watching this, sorry. I'm old. I'm forgetful. I generally don't pay attention to the other screen, except I'll be looking at the chat. You know, I'll look at the chat box. I get tunnel vision on the chat box, and I don't bother looking. You know, but I'll have to fix that about myself. Maybe I'll adjust my screen. Hold on. Yeah, maybe that'll work better. You know, but I should actually try to center it a little bit more, since I can pay attention to both. But whatever. I'm tired. Don't mind me. So, but anyways, hey, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Minus the first hour, but I mean, you did get a lot of good chatting. You did get to hear the cutscene, so. Oh, excuse me. So, but hey, if you like the stream, hey, look, like, share, subscribe, follow. Please do all that good stuff. Like I said, more than likely, I'll just see you all on Thursday. I am gonna try something for Friday. I just don't know, man. Generally, I'm not gonna do Fridays, but like I said, if I can sneak in, it's just like I said. Everybody kind of streams on Friday nights, so I'm just a little fish in the sea among other little fish and a whole lot of big fish that everybody wants to go see. And hey, that's cool with me. It is what it is. But anyways, hey, I'll catch you all later. And with that,